John.
Spring is the most popular time for people to make changes and clean out the clutter of their lives, but why focus on just clearing clutter from your home when a financial sprucing up can keep more money in your pocketbooks? Finance expert Vera Gibbons joins us right now. So Vera, how can spring cleaning your finances help you put a little extra money in your pocket?
Any number of different ways. I mean, you could start your spring cleaning by just going through your wallet. You've likely got receipts in there, business cards in there you don't need. You can scan this type of thing, easy to sort, easy to store. Also, no more paper checks or IOUs. If you use a digital social person-to-person payment service like a Popmoney, for example, it allows you to send money or request or receive money from over 1,800 banks, credit unions, or on popmoney.com. All you need is a recipient's email address or mobile phone number and you're good to go. So it's a nice way to alleviate the stress that comes with all that paperwork that's likely bogging you down.
Yeah, sure is. What about some of those hidden treasures in our homes? How can we uncover those?
Well, you know, the average household is sitting on about $300 worth of gift cards at any given time. These are gift cards they've forgotten about or they have no intention of using. They're just there. Maybe they're in their drawers, they're in their cars, they're in their homes. You can swap them, sell them, exchange them on a site like plasticjungle.com. You won't get 100% of the card's value, but you could get over 90% depending on the popularity of the merchant. Or you could avoid the middleman and just go to eBay or Craigslist and sell them that way.
Yeah, good tip right there. So what are some of the new and convenient technologies to help you stay on top of your finances, perhaps after the lull of the holidays?
Right. Well, there's all sorts of things going on in the digital space right now. Not only the digital social person-to-person payment services that I mentioned, but you can also scan your receipts, neat receipts people like for their tax documents. There are apps for your loyalty programs, for example, so you don't need to have all those cards dangling from your keychain. And there are apps to track your finances too, which makes it easy, like Mint, Page One, Manila. There's so much going on in the digital space that there's really almost no excuse to be bogged down by the paperwork. But I think at tax time, this kind of reminds us that we've got to make some changes. We have all these forms, all this stuff clogging up the system in our file cabinets. It's a good time to just declutter and you feel like you've lost 10 pounds.
Yeah, you mentioned the tax returns and all the paperwork and receipts. I usually throw my receipts out, but how long should you keep financial records like bills and tax documents on your person?
Right. Well, it depends. Tax records 3 to 7 years, but things like marriage certificates, birth certificates, that stuff you want to keep indefinitely, forever. But there's probably a lot of things in your file cabinets that you could definitely shred and toss, and that would be things like your ATM receipts, receipts for everyday purchases that you don't intend to return, old canceled checks, checkbook registers, providing you don't need them for tax purposes. There's probably a lot in your file cabinets that you could definitely shred and toss. And while you're at it, you might also want to go into your closet and clean out stuff in there as well. If you have stuff in there you haven't worn for a couple of years, wrong size, wrong color, whatever, might be time to donate it to your favorite charity. I mean, this is the time of year when we think about actually doing these types of things, so why not actually do them? If you itemize your return, you can get a deduction for the item's fair market value, essentially what it would sell for at a thrift store. So that's going to put more money back in your pocket right there.
Right, using things just around your house to get more money. It sounds fantastic. Vera, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate the tips.
Thank you.
All right, more after the break, so stay with us.
This segment sponsored by Popmoney Personal Payment Service.